particular mummy had been hanged.
Why did this ship sink so quick?
There are things in the forest that we don't know about.
Don't forget the camera.
We've had 2 or 3 venomous snake bites on my shoots. I always come out unscathed.
The plot thickens. Is he circumcised?
We're brothers who share a real passion for animals.
Oh, this is not a he.
Ah!
Charging. I'm charging.
Yes, sir. Fantastic.
No brain.
Hot as hell out here!
They're not safe in the streets, they're not safe in the school, they're not safe in their homes.
I love to meet people and hear their stories.
I'm brave.
I think I'm very African.
It's infuriating that there's so little that can be done for so many.
You have to stay alive to have pictures.
Estás con la National Geographic.
I'm a journalist.
That's why I'm here.
I am full of hope that this country has a future.
I get to create friendships and relationships with the people, and when that happens, it's magical.
You knew almost instantly that this was her.
And I just want to get through it alive.
Every time I climb a tree, it's like there's a sense of wonder. Wow!
Experience the new National Geographic Channel. Spectacular new shows. Around-the-clock adventure. The continuing story of life on Earth every day of the week. A new channel. A new National Geographic. Log on to nationalgeographic.com and request the new NGC. Always wonder.
National Geographic's Base Camp, home to the most trusted and respected photographers. See the world through their eyes on Insight, regularly featured on National Geographic Today. Meet Steve McCurry.
I photographed this young refugee girl in 1984. The strength of that photograph is a combination of her beauty and the fact that you can tell this is a very poor girl with a very difficult life. Yet you see the dignity in her face, you see the perseverance. Sharbakul came to represent the whole Afghan nation. The best thing to come out of finding Sharbakul after so many years is that she's alive and that she survived. This young girl is a survivor.
Provocative stories and the people who bring them to life. The National Geographic Channel. Always wonder. National Geographic's Explorers in Residence. Pioneers who dedicated their lives to exploration and understanding. Meet Jane Goodall.
I always miss being out in the forests of Gombe, but I keep it very much inside. When I arrived at the Gombe Stream Reserve, I knew that my task was not going to be easy. When I first became known in scientific circles, there was a tendency to write me off as a geographic cover girl. As I'm not a defeatist, it only made my determination to succeed stronger. I never had any thought of quitting. I should forever have lost all self-respect if I had given up.
Extraordinary people and their groundbreaking discoveries which have touched our lives.
The National Geographic Channel. Always wonder.
The National Geographic Headquarters, a base camp for those who go farther and get closer. Come inside National Geographic and meet Greg Marshall, inventor of the Critter Cam.
I was out diving in Belize one day, and I looked up and I saw a shark swim past me, and attached to the shark was a remora. It's a suckerfish. And I thought, my God, if we could transform that remora into a camera, what amazing things we could learn about where that shark came from and where it's going and why. It provides us access to that really completely unknown world of animals behaving naturally at sea. And we have to do that incredibly carefully. And we care about these animals. This kind of work can only be done at a place like National Geographic. We get a fresh look into the lives of animals that we've never had before. And that's magic to me.
The spirit of exploration and the passionate people behind it all. Only on the National Geographic Channel.
Hey, you like trivia? Yeah. Okay. Want to play TV theme songs? Sure. You know how to play that? I'll hum a theme song. If you guess it, you get to hum one. If I guess it, I get to have it back. If you get 3 in a row, you win. Okay, I'm good at that. Okay, I'll start. Know it?
Who the hell did you say you were?
Bob Campbell, National Geographic.
Mr. Garrett, isn't it? Yes. National Geographic is always welcome.
Look at that fossil. It's stuck over there in the tar. Bum, bum.
We could get in People magazine. People? Hell.
National Geographic.
I've been nominated for membership in the National Geographic Society.
Very informative magazine, the National Geographic. Wonderful pictures.
He was a photographer, and he was here in 1965 shooting an article for National Geographic on the covered bridges of Madison County.
Look at that old man. He looks like an old ape. Boom, boom. What is it?
Now, why don't you take a long, close look at this sign? Those proportions are correct.
Love to prove that, wouldn't you? Get your name into the National Geographic.
Look at those two apes. This must be where they lived. Boom, boom.
Look, they're trying to fly.
National Geographic. Yeah, that's right.
Truth be told, the only breasts I'd ever seen before were National Geographics, and they were the saggy variety.
If I had my choice between a tryout with the Yankees and actually seeing Nora's bare breasts for 2.5 seconds, I would have some serious thinking to do.
What are you so happy about?
Just keep smiling. Maybe they'll think we're from National Geographic.
Look at that city. Let's continue to dig. What is it?
Really don't know.
National
Geographic.
National Geographic.
National
Geographic.
National Geographic.
It's National Geographic. National Geographic.
Deep in the Sahara, buried by time, a 10-ton prehistoric king has been discovered. It didn't walk with dinosaurs, it ate them. Only the new National Geographic Channel can take you on an adventure this big. 40 feet of terror and teeth. Super Croc, December 9th on the National Geographic Channel. From deep in the Sahara to black swamps in Costa Rica, 2 National Geographic scientists risk everything. Resurrecting a 40-foot prehistoric king, Paul Sereno.
You've got a dinosaur eater here.
Brady Barr.
This is horrifying. We got giant crocodiles all over the place.
Super Croc, December 9th on the National Geographic Channel. Deep in the Sahara, a 10-ton prehistoric king has been discovered. It didn't walk with dinosaurs, it ate them. The National Geographic Channel presents Super Croc. See Super Croc up close and full size at the Dallas Museum of Natural History from April 19th to June 3rd. Look for a $2 discount offer in your charter cable bill.
Animals attract me because they're unpredictable, they're innocent, they're the purest form of life. You're watching life as it happens without being affected by humanity. I think from observing animals, we learn how to leave the earth alone, what they need, what we need.
This moment is brought to you by new Pepcid Complete. Just one and heartburn's done.
Get closer to the wonders of the world. Geographic Guide. Welcome to a land of extremes. South Australia's Cooper Pedy, where the phrase down under has a whole new meaning. Many residents live or work underground, mining over half the world's opals. In this desert town, the sun isn't the only thing that shines brightly. Geographic Guide, always wonder. Brought to you by Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right. Sunday, the National Geographic Channel plunges into uncharted waters. See disasters of modern times. Hear stories only survivors can tell.
I was just thinking about what I was leaving behind.
Fatal mistakes. The race against time. Mayday. 6 nights of sacrifice and survival. Sunday at 8 on the National Geographic Channel. Always wonder. It's the Mount Everest of ocean racing. One sailor, one boat, no stopping. Crippled and all alone in the middle of an angry sea. Mayday, world premiere of sacrifice and survival. Catastrophe at Sea, tomorrow at 8 on the National Geographic Channel. On June 16th, the National Geographic Channel ignites 12 hours of the hottest adventures on the planet. Fight raging infernos. Everybody go! Venture into fire-breathing volcanoes. And brave a blistering desert.
This is the kind of place I've been dreaming about.
Get close and feel the burn. The heat is on. June 16th, beginning at 2 on the National Geographic Channel.
They devote their lives to conservation and preservation. For these scientists and explorers, every day is Earth Day. Join the National Geographic Channel's Living Earth Marathon and celebrate these heroes of the planet. Share their passion. Yes! Experience the wonder of the Living Earth Marathon. Courage in the face of danger. Determination to save a dying species. Dedicated to illuminate and educate.
When you go to university and you're taught about studying animals, you are told that you mustn't become emotionally involved. I think that's complete rubbish.
The Living Earth Marathon, an unforgettable Earth Day special, all day Sunday, April 22nd, only on the National Geographic Channel. Always wonder. A world few dare to enter, saturated with poverty, war, injustice, and ignored until now. World Diary, an ongoing series of specials only on the National Geographic Channel.
I believe stories like this are important because they help us understand the lives of people we so rarely hear from.
There's a need for us to look outside our culture to start understanding other places.
We want to tackle the issues with the street kids on the street, with the students at the university, and with the leaders of those countries. I don't want you to watch a story simply to understand. I want you to feel what it's like to be there in the skin of the person I'm telling the story about.
As a journalist, I was able to witness some of the most beautiful things. They opened their hearts, they opened their houses, told me their stories, and they really trusted us. That was really, really special.
The triumph of the human spirit against a tapestry of harsh realities. World Diary, only on the National Geographic Channel.
Tonight, the National Geographic Channel hits the road searching for mummies. Two guys with a passion for life and death. Crypts, boneyards, and secrets of the afterlife in places you'd never expect. Ancient relics, shrouded in mystery, unwrapped before your very eyes. The Mummy Roadshow, tonight, on the National Geographic Channel. Always wonder.
Their stories buried for centuries, missing chapters of our past, lost in a place where time stands still.
Until now, mysteries of the deep, only on the National Geographic Channel.
Experience extraordinary expeditions and the wonder of it all.
Awaken the explorer in you.
Mysteries of the deep, tonight at 9 on the National Geographic Channel. Always wonder.
The emotions you feel are impossible to describe when you find what you've been searching for relentlessly for years. During my career exploring the ocean, I've experienced surprises, disappointments, and wonder. When I found the Yorktown, it was as if we stumbled on the ship a few minutes after she made her death plunge. there she sat, suspended in time, timeless. And then there was the one that got away, the Japanese midget sub. I left the graveyard to the Pacific, still wanting to find each and every one of them, wanting to recover their personal histories, now turned into memorials at the bottom of the sea. But exploration it's an endless journey. You never know what to expect, but you always wonder. I'm Bob Ballard. Join us for another adventure on this edition of Mysteries of the Deep, only on the National Geographic Channel.
Get closer and go farther every day.
I'm Tom Foreman.
And I'm Laura Green. Join us for National Geographic Today.
A daily journal exploring the world and all its wonder.
Experience a unique destination for news about adventure, nature, science, and culture. National Geographic Today, weeknights at 7 on the new National Geographic Channel. Always wonder.